And welcome back. The new school year is right around the corner. In fact, it starts next week for some students, and local law enforcement agencies want to remind people to be extra cautious when it comes to school zones and when entering a school bus zone. To learn more about school safety tips and what to keep in mind, we have Kirksville Schools Resource Officer Rich Harden here this morning. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So people are shopping, they're getting their last minute to-do list crossed off, and then come Tuesday, for the Heartland School District in Kirksville, school starts.
It is that time of the year again.
Yes. So, of course, it's going to definitely be busy around that area.
It is.
So what are some things we need to keep in mind?
We just need to remember that we have approximately, I think somewhere in the area of 2,600 or 2,700 kids.
Wow.
In the district that all are coming to school in the morning at around 8 o'clock and then all leaving in the afternoon. So it is congested.
Yes.
We just need to be a little bit cautious of that. Just kind of remember that we have a whole new class of new drivers as well. Every year we're lucky to do that, which I can't say anything. I was the same way. Everybody's excited to drive to school. Some of these drivers are a little bit inexperienced, so we need to kind of watch out for them. It will take them a week or two to kind of get things figured out, but they will. They always do. The parking lots, we need to remember that the bus drop-offs are for the buses. It's not for student pickup or drop-off. The bus drivers, they have a big responsibility. They have a lot to do without worrying about cars being in there and them having to watch out for them and try to get through them. They're big enough for buses, and that's about it. If cars are in there blocking it, it really congests things. They get upset, and then they start calling people to see what's going on there. If we just remember that there is designated areas for parent pickup and student drop-off. It's not a big deal.
Right. Well, let's talk about the school zones itself. So year-round, there's a school speed limit posted on there, and it's not just for the school year. It's all year round. Why do you guys do that?
It's all year long. We don't want people getting in the habit of being able to drive faster around there. And normally there is activity going on at school. There is activity in the summertime. It really never stops there.
Or even after 5 p.m. too.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just easier to leave it, and then people are used to it, and they should hopefully remember to drive the 20 mile an hour and not have to worry about it.
Right.
As far as in the mornings, if people could remember just to give themselves a little bit more time, I know that's hard to do. I've had 3 daughters, and it is busy getting everyone up and around. If you just give yourself a couple minutes, you're going to get along a lot better. If everybody shows up at 8 o'clock, it is a disaster for a while.
And of course there's a little bit extra patrolling during that time, especially the first week of school.
There is.
So, you know, of course there's officers out there, including yourself, that are around the schools making sure people aren't speeding, because there are kids that are walking to school, that are riding their bikes to school. So definitely a lot more activity, foot traffic. Now let's talk about with buses. I know a lot of people get hesitant when the stop sign comes out. Do they stop? Do they not stop? What if there's a median between them? Can you talk about that?
Anywhere in the city limits of Kirksville, if a bus is stopped and they have their flashers on and their stop arms are out, you are required by law to stop. We don't have there's no exceptions. We don't really have any divided highways where the buses stop. The south dual lanes, you know, if by chance a bus would stop there, which I don't think they do, I think they pull into wherever that might be. Nothing else in the city limits. If a bus is stopped, we need to stop. The bus drivers, we have some excellent bus drivers. They have a huge responsibility, and they do a really good job. You know, anytime we can help them out, we need to.
And they go through some extensive training as well, and requirements.
They do.
So let's talk more about your job title. You know, school resource officer. You're on campus. Not only are you just on the elementary school campus, you're on all the campuses. What is your main duty throughout the year? I know that you teach the DARE programs to the youngsters, but what else do you do for the kids on campus?
We're fortunate here. I guess fortunate in a way and kind of cursed in another way that we have all of our schools in one campus. There's some cities or some towns that have schools scattered all over. We're lucky that it's all here, so they can have one resource officer cover everything. Like you said, I go from elementary to high school, and anything in between there. The DARE program, I teach that, like we talked about. I do a lot of the safety coordination with the teachers. We're going through that right now.
Getting them prepared for the school year.
They do most all that on their own. More of what I get involved with is the event of a disaster of some sort.
Right.
You know, active shooters or whatever, things like that. We go over that. Then it's just anything that occurs on campus.
All right. And you're one of the first people they call, right?
Yes.
And you're first alerted, and then, of course, it goes to the other agencies within the city. So
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to know that there is a school resource officer on campus throughout the day, throughout the school year, keeping our students safe. So
we're lucky too. We're lucky that the city and the school can work together like that and afford it. It's a good program. I wish all schools could do it. I do.
So what we'll do is we'll post everything on our website at heartlandconnection.com. I know that we have some safety tips that we did not get a chance to go over, but we are running out of time. So again, we'll link up everything on our website at heartlandconnection.com. We'll also link up the Kirksville Police Department's information if they have any questions or concerns. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.